change it if you don't want to.
Yeah, but it's easier.
But, hey, but, like I said about the music before, all the music is beginning to get easy and it sounds like it. If you want facility, you should work in a bank. You should not play music. Music is not for the lazy. Music is not for the self-righteous. Music is not for the airheads. Music is a serious business that reflects human effort to become that which we all wish to be when we say the word. The rest of it is bullshit, man.
My name is Oscar. I'm a Brazilian and I'm living here in Berlin for a couple of years. And I always collected vinyls, and I was born in a time there were just vinyl records and tapes. My first record I bought in my life was Burn from Deep Purple. And since then I have been collecting vinyls from all different styles and music and countries. And what I think is the best thing about vinyls is that it's the only media that really exists. In fact, my favorite artist is Bob Dylan, and coincidentally, Bob Dylan is from Colombia. He's a record for Colombia, and Colombia are the inventors of the vinyl records that we know today. The 12 inches and 10 inches playing in 33 rotations. That was basically created by Columbia Records in 1948. And since then, vinyl has gained a lot of varieties, ways of pressing. You have vinyls, transparent vinyls, multicolored vinyls, have picture vinyls, and this is really good for someone who collects something that they like so much, because even sometimes you can argue that the black editions are better than the colored editions, but doesn't make any sense for us, because we don't have that ear to realize that, I think. And most of the colors are really beautiful. Basically, I like punk and post-punk, and the music produced until '84 is the music I like best. Today I am looking for something from the Africans, from the desert music, what they call the Tamashek music, and music from this place. And I am collecting records from the old the DDR, that is the communist Germany in the time of the Wall of Berlin. And they have a label called Amiga. Amiga is the state label. They were run by the government, and they issued all the mainstream albums you can imagine. They have that on Amiga, and the local artists, which of some of them are really interesting. And the jazz produced in this time is really interesting. Many bands from this time were released through this label, and it's a label that to watch closely, because they will be really interesting in the future. They are already interesting, but I think there is a lot of things to discover about this label yet. In general, I buy my records at record stores, second-hand stores, and big shops. That the art shop here is really good to buy vinyls. And in the flow markets, especially the flow markets in the west, the east side, that where the communists are, because there is a lot of Amiga records to be found. The problem here is when you go crate jigging, is the Discogs has established the prices for everything. You will not be able to find something really rare for a small price. That time is over. Discogs has ruined this. So when you, even in the smallest seller, they will always know the prices of the records they are selling. What can you do is bargain. The advice I will give to someone that's starting collecting right now would be buy what you really, really like. Unless that is in the end you become compulsive. You buy stuff by the cover, you buy the stuff because you like the design, or you buy stuff because it sounds curious. You buy stuff for so many different reasons that that's how this will end. It's compulsive. You have no choice. I think vinyl is survived this and is going to be forever now. I don't think we will find somehow a better medium. It's like books. You have a Kindle, you have this audio device to read a book, but it doesn't change. It doesn't substitute the way it feels when you open a real book. I think it's the same with music. If you have a vinyl, you can touch the vinyl, you can see the vinyl, and you know that will last for a long, long time. I have vinyl that is 70 years old, 60 years old. It's quite normal in a collection. So I think it's the same with book. I want to read, when I want to read a book, I want to feel the pages, I want to feel the paper, I want to see the numbers of the pages. That's something, I think for me the same thing. I think the vinyl record is the hero of the medias because he has all the characteristics of a hero. He was very strong, very popular in the 40s and the 50s, because he started in 48 and in the 50s were very strong. But in the 70s, in the 80s, he was in his maximum. And then he goes in decadence, and like all the history stories, all the epics, that is why when the hero comes back and comes back even stronger, and that's what happened to vinyls. That was exactly is happening to the record vinyl. He's coming back as a hero. And he's coming back even more powerful. That's it. Simple like that.
But a knife, sponge, or razor blade, and your victim windshield made. Well, Father Slackjaw, he passed by. Mother Mary, she asked why. Look at Jesus, said the little girl. The priest said, it's a miracle. The windshields put another village hall, and all the newspapers are called. The crowds, they grew, how they grew. Miracle cures, they had them too. Ice creams, t-shirts, plates and cups. The sales figures went up and up. The Sniggles built a house and smiled, carpeted it in shaggy pile. But sadly but it's a moral